Hello.
Hi, are we on?
We're on.
Hi. I am Becky with the Bead Place, and Abby's sitting over here too.
Hello.
Yeah.
It's Wednesday, and you know what that means.
Ooh, ooh.
It's the Bead Place's weekly live party. Yay!
Yeah. So, we are Abby and Becky at the Bead Place. The Bead Place is a brick and mortar bead shop near St. Louis, and we also have a yarn shop inside of our bead shop. Yeah. And we are an online retailer and wholesaler of beads and yarn and other arty goodness.
Yes.
So tonight we're going to do something a little bit different. So you probably heard us talking about our 20th anniversary party coming up soon.
Woo! Yay!
Can you believe the Bead Place has been around for 20 years? Woo! I'm excited. So, so the last Saturday of the month, which is March.
Yeah.
We're in
I
March.
was gonna say April.
What month are we in?
Right?
This month on the 29th, I'm going to stay open an extra hour to celebrate our birthday. So we're open from 1 until 6 that day. We're going to have all kinds of fun stuff. We're going to have 20% off sale store-wide all month and online. Online, use the code Happy Birthday in the coupon code place online. You know the thing.
The thing.
Happy Birthday is all one word.
Yes.
And if you're in the shop local and you want to save 20% this month at checkout, say Happy Birthday. Yeah.
Because you don't get the sale unless you say Happy Birthday.
That's right. So we're going to have a workshop. We're going to make some Tila bracelets. We're going to have
Christy Friesen trunk show.
Christy Friesen trunk show. Can you believe it? I'm so excited.
Gemstone trunk show.
Mm-hmm.
Ton of new yarn, ton of new beads.
Yeah.
And Becky will be singing and dancing.
Probably. Probably. So tonight, what we're doing is we are making some goodie bags for you, whoever comes to our birthday party. So we thought that we'd go all out and have fun with it. Some of you might know that I'm also a gel print artist and a designer for PM Artist Studio, which has stencils and stamps and all kinds of things for mixed media art. So Abby said, hey, why don't you do some gel printing on the bags? I said, yeah, cool. So also, besides just like prints like this, you can do it on here. I've also used it to put it on like cards you would like sell earrings on or gift boxes. You can put it on all kinds of things.
Yeah, decorating the bags that you sell your jewelry in or you gift your jewelry in.
Yeah.
It just kind of adds that extra touch of specialness and creativity to all of the aspects of jewelry making.
Yeah. And they're all one of a kind. So
yeah,
it's extra fun.
Gray Light Gray says, hey, Becky.
Hi, Gray. How you doing? Thanks for showing up.
So before we get started, if you wouldn't mind taking the time to like this video if you're watching on YouTube, heart the video if you're watching on Facebook, and share the video anywhere.
I was getting ready to ooh again. Share it with spirit fingers.
We would greatly appreciate it. It lets the algorithms know that this is valued content. And it is the cheapest way that you can support our small business.
Yes.
So, Becky, are you ready for us to switch over to your...
I am ready.
Okay, awesome. Yeah. Let's do it.
Yeah. So, I'll explain a little bit about what I'm doing here. I also have classes if you'd like to learn, classes in person or online. Just contact the Bead Place for that. So, basically, what we're going to be doing is... it's an image transfer, basically. You put paint here, you put a stencil here, or stamps here, whatever. It's like silicone. And then you put paint on it, and then you put paper on it, and you lift it up, and ooh, look at that.
Do we want to put the light on or no? I think it's fine how it is, but I just...
Let's see if the light makes it better.
Oh, it might not. It might not behave. Okay, never mind.
Light's not behaving.
As it is.
That's okay. So...
Hi, Carrie. Hi, Gloria.
This is one of my new stamps with PM Artist Studio. It's called Becky's Beads. Because guess what? The walls here at the Bead Place look just like this. So, yeah, actually, they look more like this. This, it's black, you can't see. But anyway.
It's true.
Yeah. And so there's
The link to Becky's stamps and stencils is actually in the description of this video if you want to check them out in
Yeah.
better quality image.
PMArtiststudio.com. You can screenshot this if you want to. My thumb's in the way of the website. There you go. Yeah, so there's the big ones, and then there's a strand, and I cut up the strand and made little strands too, and I cut up this one to make all kinds of little strands like that. You can't really see because, you know, they're black, but anyway, so we'll be using those. And I also have a stencil that's Becky's Beads stencil. So that's fun too. So what we're doing is we're gonna I'm just gonna give a demo of some gel printing, and when I brayer off, and you'll figure out what that is in a minute, that's how we're gonna decorate the bags. And then we're gonna come back and put some stamps on the bags and make them extra special. I'm so excited. So let's reveal this. I had a couple prints already on the plate that have dried. Remember a couple weeks ago when we did the color combo of the month? The color combo came from the Facebook group that is ran by the people that I sell my designs with. On Facebook, it's called Makers of Mixed Media Art/Artists. So that's their color combo this month. It is something rose. What is it, Rose, Abby?
Chateau Rose.
Chateau Rose and teal and antique bronze. And so a couple weeks ago on this stream, I did a bracelet with those colors. And here's what I did at home for myself with paints and gel prints with those colors. And I haven't even pulled it yet, so we'll see how it turned out. There we go. Fun. Fun. And there's one more.
Hearts and chat if you're oohing and eyeing at home.
Yeah. Usually when I tell people what I do with gel printing, they're like, what do you do? But I think just seeing it, it kind of gives you a visual of, oh, that's what we're going to do. Okay. So, yeah. So that's the color combo with paint.
Stunning.
Yeah, thank you.
Absolutely stunning.
Yeah. Oh, and here's a print that I left up at the shop because I didn't like it.
I love it.
I didn't like it, but Abby loves it. It's stars.
So it's mine now.
The design on this one is one of my stencils also. It's called Warped Stars. And that is also at the link that is in the description for this video. So cool. So yeah, from here you can cut it up and you can use it on your little earring cards. You can use it for gift wrap, whatever. All kinds of stuff.
Or goodie bags for your birthday party.
Or goodie bags for your birthday party. Yeah, it just adds a little personal touch. It makes it extra cool. So when you put paint on here, there's extra on here. And we're just going to, it's called brayering off. This is a brayer, and you brayer off onto there. And that's how we're going to decorate the bags. And then after we have a few bags made, I'll come back and I'll use some of my stamps on them. And they'll be cool. They'll be beady bags. Now, this is brand new paper. I've never used this kind of paper before. So, but it turned out good, though. Look at that. This one's called Punctuation Parade. And it looks like that. Yeah. So, cool. Okay, so now we have an empty plate. So what we're going to do is, okay. If you have something important in chat to tell me, put a bunch of emojis by it or like type it all in caps or something. I'm going to do my best to look at chat while I'm doing this. How many sheets can you get off a single inking? One. Well, it depends on how much paint you put on there. If you put too much paint on it, you can get 3 or 4 pulls from it. And also, if you put 2 plates down here, you can use a stencil on this one. And then this is going to be messy on top of this one. And you can take it and just flip it over on that one and use it. So that's another way of like reusing the paint. But yeah, it all depends on how much paint you put on it and kind of what you're doing. Sometimes one, sometimes a few. I'll try to do one where you get a few pulls out of it. Jan says, "What kind of paper is it?" Well, Jan, you're gonna laugh. I packed up my stuff pretty fast, and I forgot all my paper at home. I packed my good paper, my 32-pound hammer mill printmaking paper, and I forgot it all at home. So I went next door to the dollar store and I got some whatever they call sketch paper. It's not bad. It's not my favorite, but it's not bad at all. So, but the paper bags are the star of this show, so we're good. And I left those at home too, so I had to go buy some more paper bags.
Good thing we're right next door to a Dollar Tree.
Yeah, for sure.
Almost like we planned that.
Yeah, almost like Abby planned that. We're gonna use some fluorescent pink. Let's see if there's any more questions. Hello, Becky's lovely assistant, Abby. Wisconsin. Hello. Yeah, very good.
Do you want the mouse closer to you?
No, I like using the mouse here, but I just can't. There we go. Yours just scrolls upside down from what mine scrolls at. Yeah. Okay. Oh, I didn't mean to highlight that one. Okie dokie. Awesome. Gel plates are a giant mystery to me. Yeah, a lot of people haven't heard of them, but I am here to educate. It's so much fun. And out of just like one gel printing session, you get so many prints. You get a stack of papers to walk away with. Jan, who's in chat right now, was one of my students. She lives locally here, and she took my class in person. But if you're interested in learning, I also do online, like live chats, live classes, like in Zoom or something like that. So that can happen too. This tablecloth is not cooperating. There we go. Cool. So that might have been a little bit too much paint, but watch this. There we go. The more paint you put on here, the longer it's going to take to dry. And if you're doing more than one layer, which you probably usually do, then you're going to need it to dry faster. Abby is giggling over there. What is Abby giggling about? I think she's talking to Alexa. Anyway, pay no attention to the Abby over there.
I was in the one aisle and my mom came out from the back and she didn't know I was over there. So I said boo. And
this one's not really high contrast. You can't really see it too much, but it's pretty, I promise. Okay, so I'm gonna take this, and it still has a little bit of pink paint on it. Not too much though. I'm just gonna flip it over here. Make it stick down to the stencil or to the plate a little bit better. Yeah, so gel plates are a mystery to a lot of people. They are, it's like silicone. It's, just floppy Jello. Like it's, yeah. I put this on plexiglass so that you can see the bottom of it, because when you work, what you put down first here is going to be the foreground in your print. So like on this, I did the beads first, then I did the background. Or you can take one of these backgrounds and while the paint is wet, you can do that. So yeah. So it's on the acrylic plate because this is what you're going to see first. So when you're looking at it when it's done, you're going to be looking at it from this angle. So here we're going to build what we're going to put behind the pink. So it's kind of reverse painting in that way. So this isn't dry yet. We're going to let this dry. We're going to set this over here. And we're going to move this guy over. And we'll use this. Okay, so that one is done. We'll do a few of these and then we'll play with some bags and put some beads on some bags. Let's see. Let's move chat down so we can keep up with the chat. I have so much acrylic paint. Yeah, you can use any acrylic paint, really. I use anything from, I don't have any here right now, from like Deco Art, like the cheapo stuff, up to, this is like a student grade paint. This is Hibby Crafter paint. If you go to my YouTube page, it's just Becky Bokern, all in capital letters. You'll find a link to this. And it's really good paint. It's like student grade paint. And then I also use this is from Joann's. I use Liquitex. You can use all kinds of different paints. Just get to know your paint because they all behave differently. But yeah, I see Wendy is here. Wendy just started a new job tonight. Hi, Wendy. She's on her lunch break. Awesome. I hope everything's going well. What does Jan say? Becky's class was great. It was the first time I ever used Jelly Plate. I had a great time and left with several finished papers. So much fun. Well, thanks, Jan. You were fun too. You and your daughter Kayla caught on really fast. So let's do green. I like this green. There we go. Oh, I was going to show you how you can get like more than one print out of one. Okay, so that was too much paint. So instead of putting a lot more over here, what I'm going to do is I am going to take this paper because it needs more on it. It's not quite cool yet. So I'm just going to lightly tap. And look at that. There's some beads on it. And then I take this off. And you can, before I took the stencil off, you could either get more paint off of here, or since there's a lot of paint still on here, I'm just lightly touching it. And now there's some beads on here too. And that adds more layers, more interest, more texture. I'm digging it. Cool, cool. Okay, so this has to dry, like completely dry. So we're going to let it dry for a little bit. And then we'll put another layer on it. Jan and Kayla are fantastic, whatever they try. I know. Jan and Kayla come to our workshops, and they're always making really cool stuff. Cool. So this wrinkled in the middle right there, but there's more beads. Fun. And this is left over from another print on the plate. Like, see that's left? It's called a ghost print, just ghost marks. And then that will be on the next one that I do. Kind of like this is picked up stuff from there. So, and that's the fun part, just making it grungy and whatever. We'll do more beads. I have lots of other stencils too, but I'm in the mood for some beads. Ooh, I do have another one out though when I get my spool plates out. Okay, cool. That almost lines up. Check that out. Cool, cool. Let's see. I'm gonna do some gold. Gold is fun. This is a lot of trial and error. I mean, it might look easy, but it's so, I don't want to say unpredictable. There's a lot of variables that go into it, like the humidity in the air and the type of paper, the type of paint, the amount of paint you put on there. There's little tips and tricks that you learn along the way. And I share that in my class with you, but there's just a lot of variables. I got an alert on my phone the other day that the humidity was going to be extra low today and very windy. So I know it was something because my allergies are going nuts. But yeah, that can all affect what you do here. Ooh, so look, let me set this down. The stencil was still dirty with some of the green on it. So you can see a little bit of the green around the gold. So that's cool. And that's what it looks like from the front. Yeah. So that's neat. It's always a surprise. We'll do one more and then we'll do some bags. Put this one off. Oh, this is fun. So this is bright green and gold I used for the beads. And then the paint that I put over it before I put the paper on was blue and yellow neon, and it kind of mixed and became a green. You can almost see some gold in there when you shift it a little bit. Isn't that fun? Love it. Love it. Oh, look, it's falling. Thanks, Karen. I'm glad you guys are entertained. I like this, and I just assumed that everybody else likes it. So I'm glad that you're liking it. It's fun. You get messy, though. But when we have messy hands, I call it, and a good time was had by all. Yeah. I actually have a t-shirt that says, it's okay, I'm an artist. Because one time I had red paint on my finger and somebody said, oh, that's blood. No, it's okay, I'm an artist. It's just paint. So yeah, let's do this silver. This silver in particular. This silver, it's more like a gunmetal color. And this is the Joann's generic brand. And I got the last tube of it the other day. They're going out of business, and I'm very upset. There we go. This stencil is called Punctuation Parade. Ooh. There we go. That one's got some silver on it. Fun. And you know what I can do? So this side of the stencil is still wet. And this is almost dry. So I'm just going to flop this over here. Take some deli paper, or you can use wax paper. And just kind of press on it to get whatever's on the stencil on there. Don't leave it on too long. There we go. You can't see it very good, but there you go. There's the pink, and then there's some silver on top of it. It just creates interest. Then that dries, we can put another layer on it. There you go. And then this is you can see the punctuation in there. Cool. I'm excited. Okay, so let's get some bags out. I have the ones here that I just did, and I have a few that I made while I was setting up for tonight. So, and I just have these on a clipboard. I like to put my brayer off paper on a clipboard so it doesn't like slide everywhere. And then I also have this other small gel plate over here, just to use as like a color palette or, extra or whatever. But this works out really well because you can just pull out your paper and put it to the side. So I like to use it on a clipboard. You can also use for brayer off paper, you can use book pages. That looks kind of cool. Then you can repurpose those. You can use an old coloring book, anything really. The phone book, anything. So let's have some fun with some stamps. So, and that's where this is going to come in handy. So let's see. I'm going to stamp the stamps on a piece of paper first so we can all just see the stamps. How about that?
Yeah, do that.
Yeah, I mean, it says do that so we can see them. I try and tell my students that messy hands equals artist. Awesome. Yeah, perfect. Perfect. Get a little bit of black. Abby, do we have like a popsicle stick or something that I could use as like a palette knife?
Probably.
Yeah, or like.
I have a palette knife.
You have a palette knife, really? Yeah. That would rock. I packed up everything in a hurry and didn't think about the little things. Okay, I'm gonna take my little brayer for this. I have an even smaller one too. I'm gonna use this one here because it's about the size of this plate. Oh, and check this out. I have a big honkin' one that I use sometimes too. It's dirty. And I have more brayers at home, but I just bought a couple of them. Okay, so stamp, 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 stamp. And I'm singing already. Okay, I'm gonna put this down so it doesn't. So there's a hard surface. There we go. Cool. So again, the thicker the paint, we put on the longer it will take to dry. And the goal is to get it to dry fairly fast. Let me turn these over so that I'm not on the back side. There we go. Cool. So I have some black paint here. Just a thin layer. Got to work fast before it dries.
Is this what you mean when you say palette knife?
Yeah. Thank you.
We use this for gilder's paste and stuff in the metals classes.
Awesome. There's that. And I'm just going to put these over here in some water so that they don't dry on there. So that's the strand of Becky's beads. And then I had 2 more and I cut them up so I could make other sized strands. Isn't that fun? I use this little one here, like on the back of envelopes when I send people letters and stuff. Yeah, I send people letters in the mail. Yeah. I keep the post office in business. That's what I do. Isn't that fun? And you can put them on all different formations. So these are just foam. So I just cut it with like a craft knife, like an X-Acto kind of knife. There you go. So that's fun. And then also, put that over there. Also, there's this one. Need more paint. Paint's starting to dry. That's a little better. But yeah, so that looks like the walls that are here. The walls, it's straight, but I wanted it to be diagonal because, you know, always got to be different. And then there is this one. Let me
With the frame, like if you were doing a regular birthday party, you could put the person's name in there.
oh, you could. That would be fun. So I just cleaned off the extra muck that was drying there. Let's use blue. What are some blue beads? Where's that palette knife that she just gave me? Here we go. I just like to spread it out like this. There we go. Cool. Again, just a thin layer is all you need. There we go. Let's try that. Ooh, disco. Look at that. Nice. Nice. Let's see if we can get this one to behave that nicely. Let's do that. Yeah. So when I designed these stamps, I was thinking, well, how can I have a crossover from, you know, the bead place to the other stuff that I do? And I think this was a really cool way to do that. So there we go. Isn't that neat? It's the positive and the negative of that. But wait, there's more. But wait, there's more. Let me clean off this stencil. You gotta, or the stamp. You gotta clean these off pretty much right away so that the paint doesn't dry on them. You can let ink dry on them, but not paint. If the paint dries on them, it'll seal up the stamp and it'll be really hard to use on ink. So I just like to keep these clean. Okay, so now, so I took one of these, which is this one, and I just cut it up. Because yeah, you can do that. What'd you say, Abby? Because your art? Yeah, because it's your art and you can do whatever you want with it. So yeah. So I like to take these and make little different little formations out of them. And we'll do this on a bag here in a minute too. I just wanted to show you what the stamps look like. Becky's beads. And you want to see some magic? Okay, you're going to see some magic. Abby's yelling across the room. Yes, I want to see some magic. Watch this. Woo! Are you watching on your phone or are you just saying ooh? Okay. That's okay. How are we cleaning them? Oh, yeah, let me show that in a second here. So I have this. It's from Stampin' Up. But it's a stamp cleaner actually. And so on this part, I put a little bit of water in here. It's just like a felt pad almost, like little, almost like the soft part of Velcro almost. I put water in here and I am just moving these around like that to clean it. And then this side is dry and I'm just moving around in there to kind of dry it off. That is how we're cleaning them, just water. And then when I'm done for the night, I might run them under the bathroom faucet with just a little bit of hand soap. Just to make sure that, there's nothing stuck in there that we didn't see before. Good question. Good question. There we go. Cool. So that one. And yeah, we don't have to do all of them. You get the point. But yeah. Oh, that one had some red ink on it from, I used it last night with some red ink. That's fun. Yeah, if you get enough ink or paint on them, you can use them over and over like that. So yeah, it looks like pew, pew, pew. Gotta have fun. Okay. Let's do some bags. Let's do some gift bags. So, another thing I like to use, a lot of you probably have one of these, the Stretch Magic spool. I like to use this on the gel plate as like a stamp because it leaves that really cool mark there. You just put it, well, not enough paint. There we go. So, yeah, it's fun. I know Jan in chat, her daughter used a cap from Powerade or something. It said Power Up or Tough Through It or something. It was pretty cool. You can use anything you want for mark making. Cool. Let me get this off the plate and then we'll get out a different color.
That looks like a bead, Becky. The Stretch Magic stamp looks like a bead.
It does look like a bead with a hole in the middle there. Yeah. You're right. It does. Oh, hi, Nancy. Soft scrubby pad. Awesome. Super fun. Do they sell the large bead stamp too? Which large bead stamp are you talking about? This one? All the stamps and stencils you see here tonight are at pmartiststudio.com. You can search for my name, Becky. I'm the only Becky. Or the link is in the description of this video too. Yeah, all the stencils and all the stamps that you're seeing tonight are on that website. And unless I tell you otherwise, these are all designed by me. So PM Artist Studio is a small company out of Texas. And it is a mother-daughter duo. The mother is a retired art teacher, and the daughter is a graphic designer. So it really, they go hand in hand. They do live streams on YouTube 4 times a week. Here they are. That's Patricia and Mariah. And yeah, so they design stencils and stamps, and then they have a design team that does that. And part of the design team is me. So everything you see tonight, unless otherwise noted, is designed by me. But everything that you see here tonight is made somehow by PM Artist Studio or the other designers. Yeah, really good small business. Check them out. Let's put some more on this. Okay, I need another color here. Let's try pink on top of the blue. The large square pads. No, the ones that I clean it off on, they do not sell the thing that I clean it off on. That's a Stampin' Up product. And I don't even know if they make them anymore. But if you want to make something similar to that, you can get some felt at your local craft shop and or like a hobby shop and put it on a paper plate and have one wet and one dry and just scrub it on that. Or even like a like microfiber washcloth, get it wet and put it on a paper plate, then have another one that's dry next to it. Same thing. I just like this one because it's easy to bring with me when I do my classes and things. Yeah, some people just have a bucket of water next to them, like a dish of water next to them. You can do all kinds of stuff. This off of here, and we'll have a pink one. There we go. Cool. So let's put some beads on here. Oh, Abby, look how fun these are. She's across the room, but yeah. She says, hold on, I'm on my way. Yeah, I'm on my way. What song is that? It's my favorite song lately. Anyway, so there's beads. And then I'm going to do the other side too when this completely dries. But so when the bag stands up, yeah, fun. She's going to come over. She's going to say, oh my goodness, Becky, that is darling. That's what she's going to say. No, she probably won't use the word darling. But, yeah. And where is the one? I left a space in one of them. This one. I left a space in this one so that you could like make an X out of it. Like there's string showing a lot right there. Perhaps you can see it. It's on a dark color. But anyway, there's a lot of the string showing right there. So you can do that. And then you can go over it like that. Make like an X shape. So that's fun. Okay, note to self, work with light colors so that we can see the beads on the bags. Here we go. We'll use this pink until it runs out and then we'll do a different color. Oh, look at that.
Ooh.
Look at that.
Love it.
Yeah. It's fun. I'm having fun. You guys having fun? I'm having fun.
I love this one.
Yeah, that was the one that I thought you would say is darling.
The Stretch Magic spool really looks like a bead.
Yeah, yeah. I should. If I put this down, you can't wait. What?
I can't wait to fill these up with goodies.
Goodies for everybody.
Open and stashed full of. Ooh, cute. Yeah.
There we go.
Very sweet.
Lots of beads.
I love it.
Yeah. Cool. I'm just making a mess on the floor here, so.
That's fine.
But we're not using a lot of paint, so it's going to dry like almost immediately. Okay, yeah, having this here really helped stamp because it gives it some give. Okay, it gives it some give. What else will show up? Ooh, let's do a silver one. And then we can get rid of the pink paint and use a different color. Different color of paint. Let's see if we have enough paint on here left for one of these. Maybe. Ooh! Disco. Look at that. That's good. Abby's going to say, ooh, that one too. Cool. Okay. New color. Yeah, did you see it, Abby? Let's see what we can get off of this. And if it doesn't, oh, look at that. That's interesting. And if this doesn't come clean as good as you want to, just take a baby wipe to it. There's not a whole lot that you can do to these gel plates to ruin it. This paint around here has been on there for a couple weeks. If you just take a baby wipe to it for long enough, it'll come up. But right now we don't need to do that. Cool. Well, that's fun too. Fun. Okay. So let's find, let me get my stamps off of the cleaning pad. I have room to clean that one. Cool. So here's the dark pink one we just did. What color should we do? Let's see. We have green, red, gold, kind of bluey green. We have pink. And we've already done pink beads. Should we do some black? Dark silver. Let's do dark silver. I love this silver. What is chat saying? Square pads. Power through and live the parade. That's right. That's what it was. Idea. You're being creative, not a mess on the floor. Well, that's right. It's my creative expression. You're using a plate as your palette, then plates to print as well. Yes. Yeah, this is just a 5 by, I think it's like a 3 by 5, 3 by 6 plate. And it's on the plexiglass. And this, I got this idea from my friend Rhonda Dona. She is a designer with PM Art Studio as well. This is to pick it up. So like when I have all my plates like in the little rack that I have, my drying rack over here, I can just pick it up by this little tab. This is just painter's tape. So put it by the tab. Or if I'm using a stencil that's bigger than the plate, it's a good little tab just to hold on to while I do my thing. So yeah. Yeah, so I'm just using this little plate as a palette. I can mix colors on here. I can stamp off onto here. Sometimes I brayer off onto here, and I just come up with like little prints, whatever. Now there's an air bubble in it. There we go. There's still a bubble in it, but it's fine. Okay, so we're gonna use some dark silver now. These are good questions, everybody. I'm glad that you're enjoying this. I know it's a little bit different than what you usually see on this live stream. Let's see. Let's use a bunch of these little ones. That'll be fun. Move over, bacon. There's something leaner. Sizzling. Ooh. There we go. That'll be a fun bag to use. That'll dry pretty fast because there's not a whole lot of paint. Okay. Let's do it like a checkerboard kind of a thing on this one. We can do that. Then I'll take another one. Kind of go this way. Ooh, that one's fun. That shiny, 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 shiny. If I wanted to, I could just take this like that and let that dry, and then put more paint over it later and use that on a print. Let's when I run out of that paint, we'll put more layers on these. That's what we'll do. Gotta have a plan. Gotta have a plan. Do something else while you're letting the stuff dry. Letting everything dry is kind of the key to the whole thing. Because if you don't let it dry, your prints will be all blurry. And that's cool too, if that's what you're going for, you know. There's not really a right and wrong. That. Yep. Oh, I can do something fun with this. Okay, I have an idea. I did this the other day, and my friend Wendy, who was in chat, I don't know if she's still in chat, she liked this a lot. So I put a bunch of the, whatchamacallit, the beads there. I should probably do this on color you can see it better. And then I'm going to take some more stamps. So these stamps here are part of a set of stamps on that same website, pmartiststudio.com. These are by Carrie Griffiths, CERI. These are the Flower Meadow set. And I like to put them on top of my strands of beads and make the strands of beads be the flower stalks. Flower stalk? Flower stem. Flower stem. There you go. Not a stalk. It's stalk works too. Yeah. So, yeah. So, yeah, there's beady flowers. So that's fun. That's fun. Okay, what else we got? Red. Red. Let's see if this will work on the red. And if you want to, you can put a book or something on here on these bigger ones to kind of help press it down evenly. Ta-da! That's pretty. Nice. I am so excited to see everybody's faces when they see the goodie bags at our party on the 29th. Yeah. What is this? This is different. What is this? Yeah. And I'll say, we had so much fun making them for you. Okay. I am going to.
Color suggestions from chat for the next one.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
That would be fun.
Cool. So let me put this here. So there's pink and silver on this. What color paint should I put on this to put in the background? The final layer of paint that'll be on the background of this with the fluorescent pink, and look at that. The fluorescent pink and a little bit of silver in there. Where do you recommend getting a plate? I have not seen them in the craft stores, and normally I would say go to a craft store, but I have not seen them in the craft stores. I don't know if they just don't carry them or if they sell out fast or what, but I would go to Amazon. I have a list created in Amazon with the supplies that I suggest, as far as the brand of plate and the brand of brayer and everything I have, which is what I tell my students to get if it's an online class. But yeah, the brand of gel plates I like is Gel Press.
Not to interrupt, but I just wanted to say real quick before you move on. The other thing that you can do if you don't want to shop on Amazon, if you want to try and support like an independently owned business, you can look it up on Amazon, see who the seller is, and then search for that company.
That's a good idea. I think you can even get them on gelpress.com. The brand that I like is Gel Press. I think it's all one word, Gel Press. And they come in all different sizes. I have two 12 by 12s at home. They're huge. So fun. So yeah, I have some 5 by 7s. I have 8 by 10s. This little one and a couple 12 by 12s. The brayer I like is Speedball. There's hard and soft. You can use both. I prefer the soft. I mean, they're all, hard-ish rubber, but they call it hard and soft. I think this is hard, and it works too. This is a different brand, but yeah, Speedball is my favorite, and it just snaps out so you can clean it. And yeah, mine is well loved. Just snaps in there like that. Yep. And yeah, Terry, send the Bead Place a message later, and I will send you that list that I have saved on Amazon, and it'll show you exactly what I'm talking about and stuff. And I can even recommend some paints for you and everything. The Hippie Crafter paint. I have an affiliate link in my link tree. So yeah, if you
Why don't you post it in the Facebook group for anybody who's watching the replay?
yeah, that's a good idea. Abby said, why don't you post it in the Facebook group? I'll post my affiliate link for the Hippie Crafter paint in the Facebook group later under this video as a comment, or I'll put it in the like, what do you call it? Words. At the top where it says, hey, join us tonight. It'll be there. Make a post. Okay, Abby says make a post. I'll make a post with my list and the link to this and all my links of everything. Cool. Okay, so what colors are we saying in chat? We're picking a color to put on here. These are fun. Aren't those nice? So fun. Let's see. I know there's a delay, but I'm waiting for people to suggest a color in chat that we're going to put on this for the background of this. It's pink and silver.
People like either or. That's easier. Why don't you say
Either or. Okay, let's do. Let's do.
We learned that lesson in the Choose Your Own Adventure Bead Street.
We
People
did,
like
didn't we?
either or. And then they picked both.
Fluorescent yellow, which would make the pink look a little bit orange. Or or shiny color shift purple. Oh yeah, this is metallic. So yeah, yellow or purple. Let us know in chat. I'm gonna take the price tag off this. Usually these come in smaller bottles that resemble this, but I found big ones, so I got a couple big ones. I got it in that color, I got it in green, and I got it in silver. But right now the choices are purple or yellow. Let's see them in chat. Green, purple, purple or yellow. Green, yeah. Let's do purple on this one, and the next one I pull in just a minute, we'll do the shiny green. Let's do that. Oh my gosh. There we go. I wish this had a squirt bottle on it, because these, you just have to dump them out, and I'm always worried that I am going to make a mess everywhere. There we go. It had settled. Very good. Okay. A little bit of this. Oh, this means the brayer off from a couple of the bags are going to have this on it. Let's do a little bit more. There we go. Okay, get all this stuff out of my way. Ooh, this is going to be pretty. Ooh, and now the bag is purple. Paper. There we go. Don't let me forget. I will pull this before the end of the stream tonight. What time is it? It is 7:55. It is almost time for the stream to end. Maybe I won't end up pulling it tonight. But, okay, so here's a good demonstration of, first we did the pink beads, and then we put the silver punctuation on it, and then we put the purple. So you can see the layers. The first thing you see is the pink, and then the silver punctuation. Looks kind of like a shadow against the purple background. So that's cool. Fun. Yeah. So we will put green on this one, because this one already has some green on it. So we'll put green on this one. And then I'll do some more beads on the bags before we end tonight. I didn't realize it was getting so late. See what happens when you have fun? The time just goes by so fast. There we go. I normally like to put paint like in a couple different spots, but if it doesn't come out of a bottle that way, then you can't really do that now, can you? No. This is gonna be pretty. I also like to print on music paper, old sheet music. One of my other students that I had last year for gel print class texted me recently, and she's making a little jewelry box for her necklaces and things. She's a beader also, so she is putting her beaded necklaces and things in a little jewelry box that she made, that she covered a box in gel prints. Fun. Okay, let's do some more beads on the bags. Beads on the bags. Let's do some black, because black will show up on any color. Let's see what chat says. Hobby Lobby used to carry the jelly plates. Yeah. They used to carry a lot of stuff. Where is the small brayer? Becca says it's so windy out. Be careful. A couple of random blocks are out in Fairview. Oh no. Wow. Huh. Well, my husband is not on call anymore. My husband was on call last week. He's a generator technician. And of course he was on call last week because we had crazy weather last week. But he's not on call this week. There we go. And we will get some more bags to put there. Okay, cool. Let's do some more beads. Ah, it's an arrow. I didn't mean that. I'm just doing random designs here. There's an arrow. That's fun. Okay. Oh, let's do some more flowers now that you can see it real good. We'll do some more flowers. Do a long stem, and we'll do a shorter stem, and we'll do another longer stem, and we'll do a really little one, and we'll do another medium-sized one. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Flowers. Let's see. Let's get out more flowers. I think there's like 9 flowers in the set, but we're just going to use a couple. Boop.
Oh, that's so cute.
Boop. And it helps if you make the noise, of course.
Yeah. Sound
Boop.
effects make the art flow.
Yeah, it makes it go better.
Mm-hmm.
Boop. Boop. Look at that.
So cute.
So cute. Where's it? The black one to the side. Wait till we have like silver or something to use. Let's do this one. I need to put some more paint on the thing over there. Look at that one.
I love that.
That's pretty. It looks just like the walls. Should we tell people that it's the walls, or should we let them notice?
We should let them notice.
Yeah, it looks so familiar. Where have I seen that before? It's on the wall. Yeah.
It is 8:01.
Yeah, we're just about out of time, aren't we?
What are we doing tomorrow morning? Are we continuing this, or are we filling some goodie bags, or are we adding? more to what has started?
All of the above.
Okay,
Yeah. You want to see the skins tomorrow morning?
I do.
I think that'd be fun.
Kind
Yeah.
of maybe going back and adding some like extra like mark makings on some of the ones that
Mm-hmm.
I think that would be
Some more
fun.
of these. Yeah. Yeah, I'll bring more mark making tools tomorrow.
That sounds fun.
Ooh, this today had water on it too, but look how cool it looks though.
That's really neat.
So that's fun. Yeah. Okay. Well, you want to take us back to face cam,
I can do that.
and we can put up our toys for tonight. Hi,
Hi.
it's me again.
So, as Becky finishes up this last bag, I would just like to remind you guys that we will be back tomorrow at noon Central.
Central.
And we will be having fun then too. We are making these goodie bags and we're going to fill them with goodies for our attendees of our 20th birthday party.
Look what I did.
That's so cute.
It's a smiley face.
So
with
we're
the stretch
we're having a 20th birthday party March 29th from 1 to 6 p.m. If you are able to travel to make it, we would love to see you. We're having lots of fun stuff, trunk shows, giveaways, free workshop, lots of really cool stuff.
Photo booth with props.
And we'll be here.
And we'll be here. So it's a party.
Yeah.
Yeah, I made a party mask. Look.
All right. Well, we'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you so much.
Noon Central.
Have a good night.
Bye.
Bye.